Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today on Milanese Math, we're going to be talking about how to round numbers the easy way. So if you want to follow along with the worksheet that we're going to be using, it'll be the first link in the description below. So as we get started here, I want to give you two quick definitions. The rounding digit, when we go to round numbers, we really need to pay attention to two things, the rounding digit and the test digit. So in the example, it says round to the nearest hundreds. Well, the rounding digit is, as it says, the position that is going to stay or round up. That's what you're used to thinking, like you either stay the same or round up. The test digit is the position to the right of the rounding digit that determines whether it stays or rounds. I said this was going to be the easy way. That sounded a little bit complicated, but let me show you what I mean. 87,238, and they want you to round it to the nearest hundreds place. Well, here's what that would look like. The hundreds place is right here, the 2. So the rounding digit is the 2. That 2 is either going to stay a 2 or it'll round up to a 3. And how do we know? Well, we're going to reference the test digit, which is right beside it. It's the 3. Okay, so the 3 will tell us whether we round up or just stay where we're at. And if you reference this cool little graphic that we have down here at the bottom, if the test digit is a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then the number stays. If it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, you round it up. Okay, so let's actually do this example. So if we were going to round this to the nearest hundreds place, we would keep the 8 and the 7 because they are to the left of the rounding digit. That 2 is going to stay a 2 because the 3 is the test digit and the 3 says you don't need to round up, you just stay where you're at. So he's going to stay as a 2, and then you get zeros after that because you're rounding it to the closest hundreds. And in this case, it would be 200, so 87,200. Let's take a look at a couple examples here. For number 1 through 5, it says round each number to the desired place. So 352,917, and they want it to the 10,000s place. So the 10,000s place, let's identify that first. That's right here at the 5. And the test digit, so that 5 is either going to stay a 5 or round up to 6. The way we'll know is by looking at his test digit, which in this example is a 2. A 2 says that you stay, you're not going to round up, so he's going to stay as a 5. So then if we keep the 3, the 5 does not round up, he stays as a 5, and then you get zeros after that, starting at the test digit and on. So 350,000. Okay, let's try another one. How about number 2, 1,702, and we want to round that to the thousands place. Well, first of all, where's the thousands place? It's right there. So it's either going to be a 1 or he'll round up to a 2. And we can tell by looking at his test digit, which in this example is a 7. So a 7 tells us to round up. So we're going to need to round that 1 up to a 2. So instead of 1,000, it's going to be 2,000, and then you get zeros after that. Okay, let's try a big number here. So number 3 says 941,894,622, and we want it to the 100,000s place. So let's find the 100,000s place. That's this 8 right here. He's either going to stay an 8 or he'll round up to a 9. And we're going to look next door to his test digit, and we see that it's a 9. Remember, a 9 is going to tell you to round up. So we do need to round that 8 up to a 9. So here's what it looks like. The numbers to the left stay exactly the way they are, the 9 and 4 and 1. The 8 turns into a 9 because he got rounded up. And then it's just zeros from there. So it would be 941,900,000. Okay. How about number 4, 68,084, and we want to round that to the hundreds place. Well, in this example, the number in the hundreds place is a 0, so it's either going to stay a 0 or round up to 1. And his test digit is an 8. Remember, 8 tells us to round up, and so we have to turn that 0 into a 1. So the 68,000 stays as is, and then it would be 100. Okay, one more example here. Oh boy, this is a big one. 3,692,803,442. And they want it to the millions place. So that's going to be this guy right here, the 2. His test digit is an 8, which tells me to round him up. So he's going to go from a 2 up to a 3. So 3,693,000,000. And we just get zeros after that. Cool. Okay, So that's just a quick overview, what I think is the easy way to round numbers. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if it was, consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.